In this tutorial, we're going to discuss CAPP and how Incarnate Word students can use that tool to evaluate the impact that changing their degree program will have on their academic career. Now, in this tutorial, we're going to talk specifically about a degree plan change. So if you're not familiar with CAPP or you haven't viewed the tutorial which discusses using CAPP to evaluate your current degree plan, I strongly recommend that you view that video before this one, because we're not going to cover some of the finer details like how to access CAPP from the UIW homepage. So CAPP's located within Banner Web, and I'm going to log into Banner Web. And as I discussed in the previous video, to run CAPP, you first have to go to the Student Services tab. And from there, you need to look at your student records. And then CAPP is this link which says Degree Evaluation. Now, it asks first off for a term. This is the semester that you're looking at making the evaluation for. So I'm going to leave it as the default and click Submit. For you, you would just enter the most recent academic term that you'll be starting. I'm going to scroll down, and I want to pan over a little bit so you can see some more options here. That was a bit too far. Okay. Down here at the bottom of the page, you can see these 4 hyperlinks. In the previous video, we talked about viewing a request and generating a new request. In this one, I want to talk about the what if analysis option. So I'm going to click on that. Now, this tool can be used to evaluate if I change my major, what are the additional classes I will need to take in order to graduate, and how long will that be before I can do it. Again, I have to specify a term that I want this analysis run for. I'm going to put the most recent upcoming term because that's when I would make, or the closest upcoming term, that's when I would make this change. And then it asks me for the program that I'm going to change to. So for this particular one, I'm going to say I'm thinking about changing to a BBA, Bachelor's of Business Administration in General Business. And I'm going to click the Continue button. Now I have to specify some more information. First, it asks me the campus I'm going to do this on. I'm going to select the main campus. And then I have to specify what the first major will be. I can add more majors if, say, I'm going to do a double major concurrently. I can add them both, but then I have to specify which is first. I'm going to say the Business Administration is first, and then I click the Submit button. And I get another page, and on this one, I simply click the Generate Request button. Now CAPP will go off and run. It will compare the courses I've taken to the degree requirements for the program that I selected the evaluation be run. And just like in the CAPP for current program, I can look at the results in 3 ways: general requirements, detailed requirements, and additional information. I personally like the detailed requirements best. To me, it gives you the clearest understanding of what needs to be accomplished. And as I scroll through, again, it lists the program I'm evaluating for. This time it's General Business because that's what I selected. Next, it lists all of the university general requirements, and then it will go through the university core requirements, just like on the previous CAPP that we ran. Now for this one, I changed the major, so I'm going to scroll all the way down. That's usually down towards the bottom of a CAPP evaluation, the major requirements. And here we go. Notice that there's this thing called the Business Common Core that's required of all business students, and it shows that this student has not met those requirements. And it lists out for me all of the courses that will need to be taken to accomplish that. If I scroll down further, beneath that, It shows within that business degree there's an area of concentration. This one's general business. It requires 18 hours, and that also hasn't been met. So the student could go through this and look course by course what classes still need to be taken in order to graduate, and use that to determine whether or not they want to make the program change. So that's CAPP for running an evaluation to see the impact of a degree plan change. Again, remember, go to the top of the screen, click that exit button, and close your browser when you're finished.